Hello friends, welcome to Thorough Education on the digital class platform. Myself HV Kevadia and I am founder of Thorough Education. Friends, today we are taking chapter number 5 probability. Chapter number 15, sorry, not 5. Chapter number 15 probability. In class 9 you learned about basic knowledge of probability, right? It is nothing but possibility of outcomes. Probability means possibility of outcomes. Let's see. You are familiar with a die which is a cube and has 6 sides. You know die, which means faces, 6 faces. They are marked as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Right? This kind of dots are given on a die. There are 52 cards in the playing cards. Yes, 52 cards. I suppose you may play cards. There are 12 picture cards in it. Queen and king and one J. That means I forgot the name. There are 12 picture cards. There are 4 types of cards, that is 4 sets. They are spades. In spades there are 3 picture cards. In hearts there are 3 picture cards. In diamonds also 3 and clubs also 3. So spades, hearts, diamonds and clubs. This kind of picture card, cards are there, and each set is of 13 cards, and there is only one S card among 52 cards. S card means bada sa ekka. S card. 52 cards. There are total 52 cards, and each set spades, hearts, diamonds and clubs has 13 cards. A coin, whether it is 1 rupee coin, 2 rupee coin, 5 rupee or 10 rupee or 20 rupee, whatever. A coin has 2 sides, one is head and one is tail. Head and tail. A week has 7 days. A week has 7 days. A month has 30 days, that is average we count 30 days. A year has 365 days, but a leap year has 366 days, because February has 29 days in a leap year. You know very well. There are 29 days in February in a leap year. So what is it? This is probability. Probability of E means event. Probability of event is equals to number of outcomes favorable to E upon number of all possible outcomes of the experiment. This is our formula to find out probability. Formula. Probability of E equals to number of outcomes favorable to E upon number of all possible outcomes of the experiment. Sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events of an experiment is 1. Total sum is 1. Probability and not probability, both adds up to 1. Probability of complementary event. Complementary event, that means the event that is not being happened. Complementary. P of E bar equals to 1 minus P of E. If minus P of E is taken to the left side, it will be plus. So probability of E bar plus probability of E equals to 1. This is your formula. This is also your formula. Remember that probability must be greater than or equals to 0 or less than or equals to 1. That is, probability is greater than or equals to 0 and less than or equals to 1. This is also to be remembered. Probability for an impossible event is 0 and that of a sure event is 1. Sure means certain event, right? Impossible event is 0. Here we will say exercise 15.1. Complete the following statements. So first is probability of an event E plus probability of an event not E, that is P of E plus P of E bar equals to 1. The probability of an event that cannot happen is 0, that is impossible event is 0. Such an event is called impossible event. This is not possible at all. The probability of an event that is certain to happen, that is certain event is 1. Such event is called certain event. The sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events of an experiment is 1. I have included all these things in points given before. The probability of an event is greater than or equals to 0 and less than or equals to 1. Greater than or equals to 0 and less than or equals to 1. 0 is also a blank and 1 is a blank. Now question number 2. There are 25 questions and all of these are taken in the single video. Which of the following experiments have equally likely outcomes? Explain. Equally likely outcomes. So here are events given. A driver attempts to start a car. Equally likely outcomes, that means equally happen and not happen, both should be equal. So this is equally likely event. Look at here. First number, a driver attempts to start a car. The car starts or does not start. This is not equally likely, because car must start, or sometimes it happens that car does not start. So the 50-50 probability is not there. Therefore, it is not equal. A player attempts to shoot a basketball. Basketball shoot. She or he shoots or misses the shot. It is also not equal, because generally she or he shoots but sometimes misses. Not 50-50 probability. A trial is made to answer a true-false question. The answer is right or wrong. This is equal. Maybe right or wrong. The next possibility is not possible. Baby is born. It is a boy or a girl. Baby is born. Whether it is boy or a girl. Maybe. This is equal. Generally the gender ratio is of 50-50. Now question number 3. Why is tossing a coin considered to be a fair way of deciding which team should get the ball at the beginning of a football game? Which team? Toss is, why is it? Toss, that means tossing a coin. A coin has two sides and it can either occur head or tail. That is equally likely event. A team captain has to choose one of the sides, and therefore it is easy to get the ball at the beginning. Yes? Coin has equally likely event, whether it is head or tail. If we select a die, then there are 6 spaces, not 2. So we can not decide whether ball or bat. Question number 4. Which of the following cannot be the probability of an event? So here A, B, C, D are given, and all of these I have said a probability is either 0 or 1 or between them, but not negative. Okay, so in option B, minus 1.5 cannot be the probability of an event, because probability must be 0 or greater than and 1 or less than. but never be negative. Understood? Right. Question number 5. If P of E equals to 0.05, what is the probability of not E? Not E means P of E bar equals to 1 minus P of E. We have a formula. So 1 minus 0.05. This gives us 0.95. This is our answer. Question number 6. A bag contains lemon flavored candies only. Which candies? Only lemon flavored. Malini takes out one candy without looking into the bag. Malini does not look into the bag. What is the probability that she takes out an orange flavored candy? Is there orange flavored candy in the bag? No, only lemon flavor. So probability of getting orange flavored candy, P of O means orange, equals to 0 upon 1, because there is no orange flavor, only lemon flavor. 1, that is 0. And probability of getting a lemon flavored candy is 1, P of L, lemon, that is 1 upon 1, because all the candies are of lemon flavor. So we can take here 1 upon 1 equals to 1. That is probability of getting lemon flavor is 1. Question number 7. It is given that a group of 3 students, the probability of 2 students not having the same birthday is 0.992. What is the probability that the 2 students have the same birthday? Look, there are total 3 students in the group. The probability of 2 students not having the same birthday is 0.992. The probability of 2 students not having the same birthday, probability of B, that is 1 minus B bar. B means birthday. 1 minus 0.992. That gives us 0.008. This is our answer. 0.008. Okay. Question number 8. A bag contains 3 red balls, 5 black balls. A ball is drawn at random from the bag. What is the probability that the ball drawn is red and not red? So how many balls? 3 red, 5 black. That is total 8 balls. Okay. So probability of getting red ball, P of red, that is 3 upon 8, because 3 red balls and 8 total balls. So favorable outcomes are 3 and total outcomes 8. 3 upon 8. Probability of getting not red, that is black. So P of not red, I have written here R bar. 8 minus 3, because total balls 8 and black balls 5. So 3, red balls 3. Not red means 3 minus 8, that is 8 minus 3 upon 8, 5 upon 8. Question number 9. A box contains 5 red marbles, 8 white marbles and 4 green marbles. One marble is taken out of the box at random. What is the probability that the marble taken out will be red, white, not green? So we have to find out 3 probabilities. Total number of marbles, that are 5 red, 8 white and 4 greens. 17 marbles are there. Okay. So probability of getting red marbles, P of red, 5 upon 17. Second number, probability of getting white marbles, P of W, that is 8 upon 17. And probability of getting not green, that means red plus white, they are not green. So we can write probability of G bar, that is 5 plus 8, 5 red, 8 white, not green. So 5 plus 8, 13, 13 upon 17. This way we can find out probabilities. Look at the question number 10. A piggy bank contains 100 50 paisa coin, 50 rupee, 50 rupee 1 coin, 20 rupees 2 coins and 10 rupees 5 coins. Okay. If it is equally likely that one of the coins will fall out when the bank is turned upside down, what is the probability that the coin first will be a 50 paisa coin and second will not be rupee 5 coin? So what should we do? First of all, do the sum of all the coins. 100, 50, 20, 10. 180 coins are total. So probability of getting 50 paisa coin, that is probability of A, 100 upon 180. This is 100 upon 180. 0 0 cut off and 5 2s are 10 and 9 2s are 18. So 5 upon 9 is our answer. And probability of getting not rupee 5 coin, that is 50 paise plus 1 rupee plus 2 rupees, but not rupees 5. So probability of not 5 is equals to 100 plus 50 plus 20 upon 180, that is 170 upon 180. 0 0 cut off, we got answer 17 upon 18. You should try to understand my answers which I explain. This is very easy chapter. Gopi, 11 number. Gopi buys a fish from a shop for his aquarium. The shopkeeper takes out one fish at random from a tank containing 5 male fish and 8 female fish. What is the probability that the fish taken out is a male fish? So how many male fish? 5. So total fish are 5 plus 8, 13 fish. The probability of getting male fish, P of male, probability of male fish equals to 5 upon 13 because 5 male fish are there. Question number 12. It's very easy, really very easy. Question number 12. A game of chance consists of spinning an arrow which comes to rest pointing at one of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these are equally likely outcomes. What is the probability that it will point at 8? First probability. So the probability of the arrow rest at 8. How many times 8 comes? It is only one time. Okay. So 1 upon 8. We can say 1 upon 8. Probability of the arrow rest at odd number. Odd number means 1, 3, 5 and 7. These are odd numbers. So how many odd numbers are there? Total 4 odd numbers and total number of numbers 8. So 4 upon 8, we can say 4 2s are 8, 1 upon 2. Third is probability of the arrow rest at number greater than 2. Number greater than 2. Greater than 2 numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 numbers are there. So 6 upon 8, that is 3 upon 4. 3 2s are 6, 4 2s are 8. Okay. The probability of the arrow rest at a number less than 9. Number less than 9, total number of numbers are 8. All these numbers are less than 9. So 8 upon 8, 8 upon 8, that is 1. Okay. 8 ones are 8. Question number 13. A die is thrown once. Find the probability of getting a prime number. Do you know die? A die is thrown randomly means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are the outcomes. If we throw a die, it may give outcome like this. So probability of getting a prime number. Which are these prime numbers? One is neither prime nor composite. So 2 is the first prime number, 3 and 5. 2, 3 and 5. There are 3 prime numbers. So total prime numbers upon total outcomes. Total 6 outcomes are there. So 3 upon 6. 1 upon 2. 3 2s are 6. Second probability, the probability of getting a number between 2 and 6. Number between 2 and 6. So there are also 3 numbers, 3, 4, 5. So 3 upon 6, that is 1 upon 2. Third number is probability of getting an odd number. Odd number are 1, 2 and 3. Again odd numbers, 3 upon 6, that is 1 upon 2. Look at the numbers, 1 upon 2, 3 upon 6, that means 1 upon 2, odd numbers. Now question number 14. Question number 14. One card is drawn from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. Find the probability of getting a king of red color. Do you know red color? There are 2 sets of red color. 2 sets. One is diamond and the other is spade. Okay. So red color kings are 2. 2 upon 52. Probability of A, 2 upon 52, that is 1 upon 26. 2 26 are 52. Probability of getting a face card. I told you there are 12 face cards. So total face cards upon total number of cards, 12 upon 52. 3 4s are 12, 13 4s are 52. So 3 upon 13. Probability of getting a red face card, that is red face card, they are 6 because 2 sets are of red color. 2 sets I told you in first question. 6 upon 52. So 3 upon 26. 3 2s are 6, 26 2s are 52. Probability of getting a jack of heart. Jack of heart is only 1. I told you S card. Jack of heart. Jack, which I forgot. Queen, king and jack. Jack of hearts, that is 1. 1 upon 52. And fifth number, probability of getting a spade. Spade only 13 cards. So 13 upon 52. We get 1 upon 4. What an easy exercise. Yes. The probability of getting a queen of diamonds, only one queen of diamond is there, so 1 upon 52. But you should write these formulas what I have written here. You will get in PDF also. Okay, so this should be remembered. They are easy. Number 15. 5 cards. The 10, jack, queen, king and S of diamonds are well shuffled with their face downwards. Face downwards. One card is then picked up at random. So what is the probability that the card is a queen? How many queens are there? Only one. So 1 upon 5. So probability of B, that is getting queen of diamond. Cards of queen upon number of cards, total number of cards, 1 upon 5. Second, if the queen is drawn and put aside, that means now there are 4 cards. Remember, queen is drawn and put aside. Now there are 4 cards. The total cards are 4 now. Then probability of an S, probability of getting the S card, that is 1 upon 4. S card is 1. And probability of getting the queen card, queen is put aside, so there is no queen at all. So we can say P of Q, that is 0 upon 4, that is 0. We cannot get queen. Number 16. Look at the 16 number. 12 defective pens are accidentally mixed with 132 good ones. It is not possible to just look at a pen and tell whether or not it is defective. One pen is taken out at random from this lot. Determine the probability that the pen taken out is a good one. So how many total pens? Total pens are defective pens plus good pens, that is 12 plus 132, 144 pens are there. So probability of getting good pens, that is P of G equals to good pens upon total pens, 132 upon 144. 12 11s are 142 and 12 12s are 144. Okay, so 11 upon 12 is our answer of getting good pens. Question number 17. There are two questions. First is, a lot of 20 bulbs contain 4 defective ones. One bulb is drawn at random from the lot. What is the probability that this bulb is defective? So total bulbs are 20, out of which 4 are defective, right? So probability of getting defective bulbs, P of defective, that is D defective bulbs upon total bulbs, 4 upon 20. So 1 upon 5, 4 5s are 20. And now question number 2. Suppose the bulb drawn in 1 is not defective, right? Is not defective and is not replaced. That means it is not put again in the lot. So it is put aside. Not replaced means there are total 19 bulbs now. There were 20 bulbs, one bulb is drawn and put aside, and the total defective are 15 now, right? Total defective are 15. How many defective bulbs are there? 4 were defective. Not defective bulbs are 15, because 20 minus 4 16, and one bulb taken out and kept aside. So now there are 15 bulbs which are not defective. The total bulbs are 20, out of which 4 are defective. So probability of getting not defective bulbs, probability of not defective, that is not defective bulbs upon total bulbs, not defective 15 upon 19. So this is our answer. Question number 18. A box contains 90 discs which are numbered from 1 to 90. If one disc is drawn at random from the box, find the probability that it bears a 2-digit number, a perfect square number, a number divisible by 5. 1 to 90 numbers are given. So probability of getting a 2-digit number disc, that is total 2-digit number disc upon total number of discs. So how many 2-digit numbers are there between 1 and 90, that is including 90 and 1? Beginning from 10, 10 is the smallest 2-digit number. 10 to 90, we get total 81 2-digit numbers. So 81 upon total numbers 90. 9 9s are 80, 9 10s are 90. So 9 upon 10 is our answer. Probability of getting a perfect square number disc. Do you know perfect square? The numbers which have square roots as integers, that is as positive integers, they are perfect square. So perfect square begins from 1. Look at me. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81. How many? Total 9 perfect squares are there. So 9 upon 90, that is 1 upon 10. 9 10s are 90. Probability of getting a number divisible by 5. Number divisible by 5. Each line contains 2 numbers divisible by 5. Look at me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, right? Again 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Okay, 12 plus 6, 18 numbers which are divisible by 5. So 18 upon 90, 18 5s are 90, that is 1 upon 5. These are the numbers divisible by 5, 18 numbers. So we get the answer 1 upon 5. Question number 19. 19. A child has a die whose 6 faces show the letters as given below. A child has a die, 6 faces, A, B, C, D, E and A again. A, B, C, D, E, A means the letter A occurs 2 times. Total number of letters are 6. So probability of getting die thrown once, getting A. How many times A occurs? 2 times. So 2 upon 6, that is 1 upon 3. And probability of getting D. D occurs only once. So 1 upon 6. This is our answer. Now the figure is given. Suppose you drop a die at random on the rectangular region shown in figure 15.6. What is the probability that it will land inside the circle with diameter 1 meter? The circle has diameter 1 meter. Right? So in this case we have to find out the areas of rectangle and circle. Before going there, its radius be 0.5 meter because diameter is 1 meter. 1 upon 2, that is 0.5. We can say area of the circle is pi r square. R means 0.5. Pi into 0.5 into 0.5 because it's a square. 0.5 into 0.5, that is 0.25 into pi meter square. And area of rectangle is L into B. L is 3 and B is 2 meter given. So 3 2s are 6. Now we have probability to find out. The probability that the die land inside the circle is area of the circle upon area of the rectangle. That is 0.25 pi upon 6. If we take 25, then we have to put 2 zeros on 6 because 100 to be divided. 25 upon 600. 25 24s are 600. So we have got pi upon 24. Now question number 21. A lot consists of 144 ball pens, of which 20 are defective and the others are good. Nuri will buy a pen if it is good, but will not buy if it is defective. The shopkeeper draws one pen at random and gives it to her. What is the probability that she will buy? She will buy only good pens. Okay, so probability, total number of 44 pens in all, out of them 20 pens are defective. So Nuri will buy only good one. So 144 minus 20, so 124. Good pens are 124, total pens are 144. So we have got 31 upon 36 because 31 4s are and 36 4s are. 4 cut off. Nuri, that probability that Nuri will not buy means defective. 20 upon 144. We have got again 5 upon 36 because 5 4s are 20 and 36 4s are 144. Question number 22. Look at the question. Refer example 13. 1. Complete the following table. Now I have first outcomes, taken outcomes. Here total outcomes when 2 dice thrown are 36. Look, 1 1, 2 dice. First die gets 1, another gets 1. First one gets 1 and the second one gets 2. Maybe. So 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6. In this way 2 1, 2 2, 2 3, 2 4, 2 5, 2 6. 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, 3-4, 3-5, 3-6, 4-1, 4-2, 4-3, 4-4, 4-5, 4-6, 5-1, 5-2, 5-3, 5-4, 5-5 and 5-6, 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, 6-4, 6-5 and 6-6. In this way we have total 36 events. We have to complete the table. Look at the table. Sum on 2 dice. Sum on 2 dice. If sum gets 2, look at the yellow color. 1 plus 1, 2. Okay, this yellow color. 1 plus 1, 2. Okay, 1 upon 36. That is only one event which gets the sum 2. 1 upon 36. It will give us 1 upon 36. Second is sum is 3. Sum 3. Look at here, green color. 1 plus 2. I have separated with colors, background colors. 1 plus 2, 3. 2 plus 1, 3. Okay, so there are two events, 1 and 2. 2 upon 36. Total events are 36. 2 upon 36, which gives you sum 3. So 2 upon 36, that is 1 upon 18. 4, sum 4. Look at the color, this color. 1 plus 3, 4. 2 plus 2, 4. 3 plus 1, 4. Okay. Again we got 3 upon 36. There are 3 events. So 1 upon 12, 3 12s are 36. Sum got 5. 5. 1 plus 4, 5. 2 plus 3, 5. 3 plus 2, 5. And 4 plus 1, 5. There are total 4 events, which gives us this. 4 upon 36, that is 1 upon 9. Sum, we get 6. 1 plus 5, 6, 2 plus 4, 6, 3 plus 3, 6, 4 plus 2, 6, 5 plus 1, 6. In this way, total 5 events, 5 upon 36, that gives us 5 upon 36, which cannot be cut off. Okay. We have to take here 7. 7. This red color, the sum is 7. Look at this. So there are total 6 events. 6 upon 36, that is 1 upon 6. Again sum is 8. Sum is 8. Look at this blue color again. Blue color. We got 5 events. 5 upon 36. Sum 9. Look at this color, purple. Okay. 9. There are 4 events. So 4 upon 36, 1 upon 9. Again sum 10. Sum 10, that is this color. There are 3 events. 3 upon 36, 1 upon 12. Sum 11. 5 plus 6, 6 plus 5, 11. Green color. 2 events are there. 2 upon 36, that is 1 upon 18. And sum 12. 6 plus 6. Only one outcome gives us the sum 12. 6 plus 6, that is 1 upon 36. In this way we have completed the table. Now question number 2. In this, a student argues that there are 11 possible outcomes, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 and 12. Therefore each of them has a probability 1 upon 11. Do you agree with this argument? Justify your answer. Okay. No, these 11 sums are not equally likely. Okay. This is our justification. We don't agree with the student. Question number 23. A game consists of tossing a 1 rupee coin 3 times. How many times? 3 times. And noting its outcome each time. Hanif wins if all the tosses give the same result. That means 3 heads or 3 tails, and loses otherwise. If he gets 3 heads and 3 tails, then he will win. Calculate the probability that Hanif will lose the game. Losing. So first of all we have to write the possible outcomes. These are possible outcomes. Had, all three times, maybe had, maybe two times had, one time tails, maybe one time had and two times tails, maybe all the three times tail, maybe two times tail and then had, one time tail and then two times head, maybe first time had tail, then had, then tail, maybe one head, then tail, then head. So there are total 8 possibilities, out of which only 2 possibilities win Hanif. Hanif will win only for these 2 possibilities. So 2 results for winning are HHH, TTT, had and tail, tail. The other 5 results are losing. That is probability of losing, 6 results, okay, not 5 but 6 results. Probability of losing P of L, that is losing 6 upon 8, 3 upon 4. Okay. Now question number 24. Again the same thing happen. A die is thrown twice. What is the probability that 5 will not come up either time? 5 will not come up. We have 36 possibilities when we throw a die twice. We have seen earlier in 22 number. So 5 will not come up either time. Look at the yellow color, all the yellow color. There is no 5 at all. So how many events are there total? There are total 25 events in which 5 does not appear. Yes. So probability of A 5 will not come up is 25 upon 36. That I have given yellow color. 25 upon 36. And second number, 5 will come up at least once. At least once means maybe twice, but at least once. Look at the green. All have 5 at least once. It has 2 times, but it will be considered. So there are 11 such events in which 5 comes at least once. So 11 upon 36. Now question number 25 and the last one of this exercise. Which of the following arguments are correct and which are not correct? Give reasons for your answer. 1 number. If 2 coins are tossed simultaneously means together, there are 3 possible outcomes: 2 heads, 2 tails, or 1 of each. Therefore, for each of these outcomes, the probability is 1 upon 3. Yes, look at here. 2 coins are tossed. So, we have seen here possibility of coins. Right? 8 outcomes are there. And here, this is tossed 3 times. But if we toss 2 times, then there are 4 possibility. We can classify the outcomes like this, but they are not then equally likely. Reason is that one of each can result in 2 ways. One from head on first coin and tail on the second coin maybe, or from tail on the first coin and head on the second coin. So statement says that 2 heads, 2 tails, or 1 of each. This makes it twice as likely as 2 heads or 2 tails. So this is incorrect. Second, if a die is thrown, there are 2 possible outcomes: an odd number or an even number. Yes, die has this. Therefore, the probability of getting an odd number is 1 upon 2. Yes, we have seen earlier in the sum, odd number, even number. 3 odd number die has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 outcomes, out of which 3 are odd and 3 are even. So equally, this statement is correct. The two outcomes consider the question are likely. Question are equally likely because odd and even numbers are equal. Okay friends, so we have completed this exercise and you can stop videos while watching and do the sums by yourself in your notebook. And friends, don't forget to refer your friends so that they can also learn the maths of 9th and 10th properly. We have also made some all videos of 9th and 10th. Okay, spoken English is also there on the digital class. So friends, if your friends don't know English, if your relatives don't know English and they want to say learn the English, then you can suggest, you can recommend this Toral Education on digital class. Thank you for being with us. Thank you very much.